Hey Nathan, there comes a time in a man's life when he needs something special to make himself feel really good and to make himself, well, let's face it, more attractive to women. And that has got to be it.
I think it's the perfect car for men who just got a divorce and don't really have to worry about driving the family around that often, just occasionally, because, I mean, it's fantastic up front for two people.
Yep, this is the brand new E53 AMG Coupe, and it's a true coupe, isn't it? It's got 2 doors, not one of those fake coupes with 4 doors.
I can't stand that, you know what I mean? This is a proper coupe, and the cool thing is the way the top is designed and the way the pillars aren't really there, it really feels like a coupe.
So what you have here, of course, is you have a massively long hood with 2 doors and kind of a bobtail back end that makes it look like a very classic coupe. Is that right, coupe?
Yeah, well,
or is it coupe?
Look how everything comes in, these wraparound taillights and the quad exhaust. That looks manly. I like that quite a bit. The car does have a real masculine feel to it, but it doesn't exclude itself to just men. I can imagine anybody actually driving this one and looking better for doing it. But look at this. These wheels are hated by Tommy, but I don't mind them so much. Now, they are equipped with Michelin summer or winter tires, which means we're not going to be as fast per se as we normally would be, but this also has all-wheel drive, which is a good thing. But there's more to it than that because Roman's about to go on a hood. Oh, by the way, look at this top. Yep, that's right, baby. That baby folds back. So you have wind in your hair, if you have hair. If you don't, actually, it feels pretty good on the scalp, too. So
I have no clue on how to open this.
So should we call Tommy? And
yeah. There we go. So a big piece of plastic, so you really can't see the beauty of the power plant. But tell me about what's under the hood. I know it's a 429 horsepower.
Yes, that puts out 384 pound-feet of torque. But this is a very unique powertrain. It's a straight 6. Mercedes has finally brought back the straight 6, which I love. This is fantastic. Really, really interesting setup here because there is an electric supercharger basically that draws in air and it adds power to the turbocharger and it lets it spool up even faster to minimize lag. And that's one of the biggest issues with turbochargers.
1 or 2 turbos?
Well, it's a twin squirrel turbo.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's got a smaller and a bigger squirrel.
Yeah. So what you basically have here, now, you know,
it's
Volvo,
a super turbo.
It's a sort of kind
electric super turbo.
But that's an electric one, right? And so that's kind of unusual. And no, it's not a blower that you use to get rid of weeds from your lawn that you just shoved on there, which some people have done. This actually works to shove more air into something that compresses it, which is the turbocharger, which is really cool. And because of that, right off the line, you get power. But there's more.
There's more because you have a 9-speed automatic. Which is better. Well, it's 2 better than 7, 3 better than 6, 4 better than 5.
No, there's more, Roman. There's even more. Okay. There's even more, and this is a mild hybrid.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, so electric supercharger, twin scroll turbocharger, mild hybrid. The one part that really gets me excited is the straight 6, right?
Yeah.
Because
it's there somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere under there. The straight 6 is, I think, the smoothest of all engines.
I would say that under the circumstances, the fact that they brought it back means that Mercedes has finally said, oh wait, BMW's been doing something right all these years. And that's been a straight 6 that they've used in a lot of great vehicles. They're now using it in this, and this is a great vehicle.
All right, let's take it for a ride and see if you are indeed correct and there is little to no turbo lag. Hey Nathan, check this out. Hey Mercedes, what do you think of BMW?
Well, apparently they don't think much of it.
The same as you. Otherwise, you would not be sitting here.
Ooh, she's sassy.
Burn!
Hey Mercedes, what do you think of BMW?
They're nice. I like seeing them through my rear view mirror.
Okay. I I didn't know she would respond that way.
Yeah, the Germans have a sense of humor.
Really, because that's not my experience.
All right, well, let's talk about the interior before we go back and relive the Second World War.
Yeah, no, I'm not going there. But I am going to say that I have a surprising amount of legroom because we have our cameraman behind us.
Yeah.
And I'm great. I actually could go forward a little bit and be fine.
What do you think of these 6-little air vents? I
Love them.
I love them.
Absolutely
They're beautiful.
epic.
And they're lit up, dude. Look at that. They got little purple lights.
Well, so you can find them at night.
Yeah, and you can change that light too, so you can make it, one of pretty much the whole Roy G. Biv spectrum of lighting you can do.
Ich liebe the Licht. How do you say light?
Ich liebe das. I love that.
Yeah, the light.
Sehr schön. Very nice.
Yeah, the schön.
Ich bin rot wie ein Krebs. I'm red like a lobster.
Entschuldigung, wie bitte, mein Deutsch ist nicht gut. So this carbon fiber thing,
Yeah.
I could do without it, but I think they did it well.
I love this chunky steering wheel. Now Mercedes has gone to this kind of, let's call it a biplane wing design over here, where you've got all your different controls.
It's like a Fokker Trimotor, but without the third wing.
Yes, exactly. And then, of course, you've got your different modes here. So you got comfort, you got sport, and of course, you've got this button, which is my favorite button.
Yeah, the exhaust thing.
Yeah, it changes the exhaust.
Raccoon eyes, you used to call it.
Yeah, this thing is incredibly customizable, right? You can choose a myriad of different suspension setups, shifting setups, exhaust setups, right? How the vehicle basically responds to your every input. It's almost overwhelming, I would say.
There's so much going on, but I really like this whole, just the way they integrated this display, because there's two screens, but then they have this third screen over it. You know what I mean? Making this whole thing kind of appear like one.
Can you see that?
Yeah, clearly.
It's not like cantilevered over to me.
No, it's just fine. It's perfectly clear. I wanted to read to you some of the options this car has because it's crazy.
All right, why don't you read them to me and I will guess the price.
Yes.
All right, let's play that game that Motor Man likes to play.
Yeah. Actually, it's funny you mentioned
The options game.
because he actually had one of these, but a lot more expensive. But this one is still pricey. Okay, so the performance exhaust system.
Ooh, okay, $2,500.
Wrong.
How much?
$1,200.
Ooh,
$1,250.
What a bargain!
Yeah, a bargain.
All right.
The Track Pack MBUX app.
Oh, I don't know what that is, dude. I'm gonna say $5.
$250.
Okay.
Heated and ventilated front seats.
Oh, those are gonna be $1,500.
$450.
I am so off today.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
That's what I was wondering. Black cloth headliner.
How much is that?
No price. That's a trick question.
Okay.
No, that's $200.
All right.
I think. The MBUX interior assist.
This is all software, right?
$200.
Okay.
Hey, you weren't going to get
No,
it right.
I'm gonna get that.
Okay, the driver assist package. Now, this is the big beefy thing that gives you lane assist and all that other stuff.
$2,500.
Right? No, wrong. God, you're just horrible.
I'm horrible.
$1,700.
I'm not even close.
Okay, how about the exterior lighting package? Just LED taillights, and all that other stuff, adaptive
All right,
high beam.
$1,250.
$900. Wow. You want to try destination and delivery?
Okay, now that should be. Look, most of them are going at $1,000, but it might be more. It might be $1,400.
Okay, well, you were close the first time.
Right,
$1,050.
okay. All right.
God.
All right. Well, I sucked at that.
So you want the grand total?
83,000.
86.
80. I even got the grand total wrong.
$86,460. Now the base price for this car before the options is $76,250. Now, the one that Motoman had was over $100,000.
What else can you get in here? What don't we get?
Oh, there's
every single button is
there's
filled.
different levels of stuff that you can
Did
get,
he have the 63?
like the tires and all that other stuff. No, he had this one.
The 53. Is there a 63?
Yes.
There is a 63.
Yeah, there's a beefier versions. This is sort of a mid-range.
There's a 43, 53, 63.
Right, so this is right there in the middle. And
I hope
this
there's a 43.
competes with vehicles kind of sort of like the Audi RS5, M4, the Lexus RCF, one of my favorites.
Yep.
And to a lesser extent, if you got the fully loaded one of these, the price is all of a sudden in Lexus LC territory, which is the most beautiful car built currently.
All right, I'm going to put it in sport mode.
Yeah.
And we're going to do a little bit of just a quick acceleration to the speed limit to see how quick it...
Okay, hold on, Alex.
All right, here we go. All right. Let's see if all that magic under the hood actually works.
There was no lag there, baby. And of course he's going to pull right in front of you there.
What are you going to do? He's got a Honda Fit.
Yeah, he's flying.
The dog is enjoying himself. It was okay.
What do you mean it was great?
I've been driving a GTR all morning.
Well, that's the problem. You've been driving the GTR all day. Did you notice, though, right off the line, there was very little lag? It spooled up immediately. You didn't have to. Did you rev it?
No, I didn't rev it.
You just went from flat. So you went boom, right on there, and it just immediately took off. That is that electric supercharger, whatever you want to call it, pushing air into the turbocharger to get that spooled up so it wouldn't lag, and I think it works great. Go ahead and just give us some beans. You like to say that word? I mean, come on, that was barely any. It's pretty good.
Yeah,
and I like the sound too.
It gets up and goes. The sound is a little diesel-like.
From the outside, it's diesel. Inside, it's great.
My favorite thing is the ride by far. This is a very
excellent
supple
riding vehicle, and it can be adjusted. That's the other thing, that it does have adjustments for the steering, ride, braking, acceleration. Everything is adjustable.
And I'm in sport mode, and it's still comfortable. To me, out of all those vehicles that you mentioned, this would be the most gentleman. Let's call it coupe of them all, right? So it's not the fire-breathing BMW, or the cutting edge. Style-wise, RS5, it's kind of the one that is sexy but yet comfortable.
This vehicle suits you a lot more so than the one that I would choose.
What would you choose?
Oh, it would be the RCF.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, with the big V8.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I love that
Lexus,
car.
Huh?
I just love it.
Yeah.
I do. But to be fair, this car is excellent, and it's starting to return to a place that Mercedes used to be.
Which is?
Quality.
Oh yeah.
Okay, because the interior looks great, everything feels good. When you closed your door, it was a nice thump. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everything about this vehicle is starting to finally get back to where Mercedes used to be, because they used to absolutely lead with quality and engineering. Now you've got this really unique powertrain, which, let's face it, it's got everything. It's got a little bit of electricity. It's got a supercharger. It's got a turbocharger. Blah 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 blah.
So do you think this is the kind of vehicle that if you were to bring it home, your wife would be like, "Let's go for a ride"?
Hell yeah.
Or would she be
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like?
No. She would like this car a lot more than half the stuff I bring home.
I was thinking about this. So tonight I have a choice, right?
Yeah.
I have to take my wife to the airport tomorrow.
Don't take her in the GTR.
So I was thinking, should I bring the GTR or should I bring this?
Let me drive the GTR home to help you. Okay, this is me giving. Okay, this is me giving. But in all honesty, this is the better car for comfort. I mean, feel this. This is a fantastic ride. The GTR rattles your molars.
Here's the irony of that, right?
Okay.
The GTR that we have is $121,000, which is
pretty pricey.
It's another, let's call it RAV4 more above the point of this, right?
Sure.
Price point.
Okay.
And yet I think you're right. I think my wife would much more enjoy this than she would the much more expensive GTR.
My wife would as well, especially with this nice digital display. If this carbon fiber was ditched for a different trim, and I believe there are other trims available, my wife would even be more impressed. But the seat comfort, which by the way, these things are fully adjustable, and they have massage mode.
Yeah, and you know what they have? What's my favorite? They have this little guy, right, which extends the little...
yes, I know, the thigh support.
Yeah.
Isn't that great? And that's something that Germans really did master. They have in almost every German car.
Yeah.
If I make that go back and forth while I'm doing the massage thing, it's pretty...
You're in heaven, huh?
Yeah, pretty much. It's almost illegal.
All right, well, let's close this review off.
All right.
All right, Nathan, so here's my bottom line, all right? This Mercedes is not particularly super fast.
It's really quick.
It's quick. It's not particularly useful. I mean, it doesn't have a lot of utility.
Yeah, but it has a good-sized trunk, and there is a back seat.
But it is the most important thing, and that is darn sexy.
It's good-looking, and it has a fantastic ride.
And it makes me feel like I hope that people out there seeing me in it feel, and that is that I'm sophisticated and smart enough to buy a beautiful car that doesn't need to have both speed or utility because I can afford to buy sexiness.
Yeah, it really does have a sexy feel to it, so much so that I decided to wear a button-up shirt today.
Well, you look wonderful.
That's what I do.
The car looks wonderful. Guys, as always, thank you for watching. Remember, check out tflcar.com for more news, views,
and real-world Mercedes-Benz reviews.
So, given the choice of the GTR or this one, which would you take home? GTR, yeah, I know.